about to check out this video you guys sent me, and it's from Black Conservative Perspective. The name of the video is Black Police Officers Fired and Charged with Murder After Beating Black Men to... Oh, snap. It's getting real. It's getting real. Okay. I didn't even know. I didn't even know it was going to get that intense. Man, let's get straight into this. Let's hear what the heck this is about. I usually be like, hit the link. No. Let's get straight to it.
Boy, oh boy. We have a sad, but also at the same time, fascinating story to talk about that you guys probably have not heard about for multiple reasons, but it is a story that could potentially turn into a big story as 5 Memphis police officers, now former police officers, have been fired from their jobs. Not only have they been fired, but they've also been arrested and charged with second-degree murder in relation to the beating of Mr. Tyree Nichols that allegedly...
That's crazy, bro. Whoa.
Led to his death. Now, the details in regards to what exactly happened in this situation is scarce. However, I'm going to try to key you guys in on as many details as I know. However, we're going to get body cam footage tomorrow night on this incident that could potentially erupt into protests or cause protests to erupt across the country. And I have a prediction on whether or not it's actually going to happen. But
this is crazy. This about to be something for real. This is about to be something for real.
First, let's talk about generally what happened here.
Wow.
Apparently, Mr. Tyree Nichols was pulled over in Memphis on suspicion of reckless driving. Now, we don't have a lot of details about what interaction occurred between him and the police outside of that. There were a couple of confrontations. And one confrontation, Mr. Tyree Nichols had ran away, allegedly. And then there was another confrontation where he got arrested. And apparently, as this guy's getting arrested, the police, are beating him, right? Beating him so bad that...
I want to wait until the footage comes out before I give like a full opinion. And we're also getting more information right now. That's why I trust Black Conservative Perspective. He's going to give you the real. But I'm going to have to see the footage. I'm not going to react to it. I'm just going to watch it and then give an update. Right. But I'm going to have to see the footage because that sounds wild, bro.
He ended up dying. They literally beat him to death and they're being charged with murder because of it. Now, all 5 of these police officers just so happen to be Black. And the victim or suspect happens to be Black as well. Okay, so I want to talk about this story because, again, the media is anticipating that BLM protests are going to erupt over this and that this is going to be a big thing. This is new George Floyd. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll some.
Even if the people that did it were Black. Yeah.
News clips here so you guys can get a better understanding of what's going on. Take a look.
5 former Memphis police officers have just been charged with kidnapping and murder.
The DA said that while each officer played a different role, all of their actions resulted in a man's death.
On January 7th, police pulled over Tyree Nichols on suspicion of reckless driving.
I'm going to want to bet. Kidnapping too? Damn. The hell was going on, bro? Nah, I got to get more information. That sounds crazy.
On January 7th, police pulled over Tyree Nichols on suspicion of reckless driving. He took off running and a confrontation occurred. Nichols died 3 days later, and his family says the video of that arrest will show a savage beating.
I don't like the fact that they flashing signs of him throwing up the Black Power, Jane. I don't like that. I don't like them doing that.
Reminiscent of the infamous Rodney King video from 32 years ago.
The 5 former officers
who referencing Rodney King
arrested Nichols were fired for violating policies on excessive force, duty to intervene, and duty to render aid. The city of Memphis just announced plans to release video of Nichols' arrest about 24 hours from now, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Faith Abube reports from Washington.
Yeah.
Tonight,
new George Floyd, right? I already see what's happening. I see the media. Fam, when media is putting an image out of the victim in this case, right? So from what it seems, wait till we get more information so I can fully give a full play. But when they're showing this person with the Black Power sign doing Black Power fists, I'm like, I already know what's about to go down. I see it. I see how it's being presented already. I already see it, bro. I already see it. And once again, that's not me saying that this person is not a victim. I would like to get more information on the overall thing. Like, I want to see the footage. I want to get everything. I want to see more information. But damn, media is just, I see what they're doing. This is about to be them trying to push this. They're going to try to push this like this is the new George Floyd.
Memphis on edge as the investigation
100%.
into 5 former police officers accused of violently beating Tyree Nichols, causing his death, takes a new turn. The Shelby County District Attorney addressing the community amid growing pressure to hold the former officers accountable.
While each of the 5 individuals played a different role in the incident in question, the actions of all of them resulted in the death of Tyree Nichols, and they are all responsible.
All 5 officers booked into jail, each charged with second-degree
different as
murder,
hell.
among other charges. This graphic
They look, oh my gosh. Hold on. I wasn't prepared for that. Make that smaller. I wasn't prepared for that. But yeah, I was gonna say they all look different as hell, not in their uniforms. I will say that. Let's put this damn picture out. That I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't think that was about to come out.
into jail, each charged with second-degree murder, among other charges. This graphic photo showing Nichols in his hospital bed, bruised and battered after the
Crazy.
January 7th traffic stop. He died just
Oh
3
my
days later.
gosh.
A family attorney claims police body cam footage shows the officers beaten.
Boy, dude, the news wants you to be mad, boy. That's not me saying that these officers are right or me defending officers, but I'm looking at the way this is presented, and boy, do they want you to be upset. I'm just letting you know, in my opinion, it seems like that's the case. What are they saying?
Nichols nonstop for 3 minutes, kicked him,
Gosh.
pepper sprayed him, and tased him as he cried, "What did I do?"
Once the video started and I heard my son's voice,
And they
I
have
lost
video.
it. I couldn't stay.
I gotta see video, bro. I gotta see the video before I could give a full opinion on it, right? Because now the way the news is presenting it is as if they want me to get mad, right? And when I see stuff like that, I start to question it. I'm just like, but yeah, from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, it's just this is horrible. And this is either way, it's really unfortunate and it's messed up. It's messed up, man. But I need to see the video, bro. I need to see the video before I could say who is what and who was this. We don't know. They're saying that he tried to run away. I think we reacted to a video of someone else who got arrested, who they were trying to say is the next George Floyd recently, when they was clearly in the wrong and they kept running and trying to run into traffic and all this other stuff. So we don't know, right? We don't know. One thing's for sure though, that the type of beating that it looks like he received was uncalled for. But I need to know more. I'm not just gonna just jump out the window and just be like, oh, this is this and this is that. I can't give a full opinion until I see more.
In the room because all I heard him say was, "What did I do?"
All 5 officers and the victim are African-American men. The officers were already fired before being charged. Memphis police say the body cam video will be released. Overnight,
it's
Police
excessive.
Chief C.J. Davis bracing the public for what that video shows.
This incident was heinous, reckless, and inhumane. And in the vein of transparency, when the video is released in the coming
Yeah, we'll be able to see. You guys saying in the chat, kicking and stumping someone to death is way worse than what happened to George Floyd. I agree. I don't like the way that it look like mainstream media is using the George Floyd. It's marketing to them. It's marketing to them for them to reference this as the next George Floyd or anything of this nature, right? It's marketing. So that is what really makes me like, whoa, that's disgusting. Also, the way that they're presenting it is like they want like some type of race war or want people to rebel and go crazy. They want riots because business was booming for the news when riots was going on. You know who business was not booming for? Me, nigga. Lost my job because of the damn riots. But mainstream media, it's good for them. Their pockets get fat when there's riots and people going crazy. So the way that they're like presenting this just seems nasty because it's like, we want you angry. We want you to get mad. We want you upset. We're going to show him throwing black power fist up in the air. The hell that got to do with anything? Zoom in on the injuries. Let's zoom in. I don't know, man. Yeah, the news seems like they're using this for just nasty ass purposes.
Coming days, you will see this for yourselves.
And law enforcement sources tell ABC News that Memphis city officials and police were expecting demonstrators to take to the streets once the video is released. Now, some of the police leaders themselves have privately compared the video to the 1991 brutal LAPD beating of Rodney King. They're now hoping that any protests in this case will remain peaceful. And
why even bring up Rodney King? Why even bring it up, fam?
Washington, Faith Abube.
A lot
ABC
of reminders of, hey, remember this? Maybe this is what you should do.
You seen that, you heard that. Now, here's the thing. I don't think that this story is as cut and dry as the media is making it out to be in regards to, oh, this guy wasn't doing anything.
Any more
the
information?
police just beat him up for no reason. Now, that's not an excuse for the police to beat him to death, okay? But when you hear the part about the story where he ran away and then you don't hear anything else, and you hear, well, there was just a confrontation, probably means that the guy was trying to fight the police, okay? And you know, hey, bad things happen when you try to fight police. Again, I don't know. The body cam footage hasn't been released, but I'm just saying, based on how we've seen the media tell stories about police interactions, for example, the police interaction with the alleged cousin of BLM founder, Patrice Cullors. You guys remember the LAPD?
That's exactly what I brought up earlier. Yeah, if he was resisting arrest and running around and jumping into traffic. So what if it was another situation like that? Was beating him like that necessary? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I just don't think it's being presented in the full context of what really happened, because media wants like racial tensions. They want things of that nature.
The media completely left out parts in the story about how the police literally begged this man to chill out. Gave him plenty of time to comply until the guy started running away. And at that point, police had to do it.
See, already, this is not me saying anything else that was done was okay, but already we're seeing resisting arrest. We're already seeing it.
They had to do it. Okay. So I don't trust the media in their account of what happened here, but I will say the police themselves, the police investigating themselves, allegedly, this video is so bad that, again, these officers were fired and charged with second-degree murder.
Crazy.
Okay. So the video is probably pretty bad. Okay. It's probably
they probably wilded out. Right. So once again, this isn't me defending the police officers at all, bro. I just don't like the way mainstream media is presenting this. It seems like they want a certain reaction.
Pretty bad. And when this body cam footage actually comes out, it is expected that BLM and the woke revolutionaries are going to come out in full force. I mean, they're comparing this to George Floyd. Again, you have police departments across the country that are concerned about the reaction to this body cam footage because allegedly it's that bad. Take a look.
Isn't just in Memphis. New here at 6 o'clock, WBZ's Christina Hager shows us what police here are doing to get ready for the possibility of protests.
This is what happened in Boston more than 2 years ago after George Floyd was murdered at the hands of a Minneapolis police officer.
Here are the charges.
Now Memphis officials announced plans to release video Friday night. 5 former officers there facing murder charges in the alleged beating of 29-year-old Tyree Nichols.
And they setting this up like it's a world premiere. They setting this up like it's a music video about to drop on BET after a certain time. Like yo, it's coming out tonight. It's dropping. But still, I don't like that. This is a certain thing. That could be me maybe looking too deep into it. There's certain things that just stick out that I'm just like, nah.
Who died 3 days later.
I've seen the video. And as DA Mulroy stated, you will too.
Right. I see a lot of y'all saying in the live chat, don't run from the police. Yeah, do what they say, fam. Do what they say. Just go, like, don't resist. Don't give any kind of excuse, right? Just go with it. And then once you can make phone calls, anything, if it even gets to that type of point, then handle it the proper way. But don't, like, you just don't wow out. Don't resist. Don't run away from them.
In a word,
we need more people actually, like,
it has community leaders here more than 1,000 miles from Memphis urging calm.
In Boston, there is a history of responding to crimes such as this. So I would not be surprised that there is turnout on the street in terms of what we may witness in this video.
According to I-Team sources, Massachusetts State Police are now denying any requests for time off as they prepare for any possible public reaction to body cam video of the traffic stop in question down in Memphis.
I've been talking to police officials in different cities across the country, and
is his voice slowed down? I'm not trying to be funny. What the hell's going on? Is his voice slowed down?
Question down in Memphis.
I've been talking to police officials in different cities across the country, and everybody's on notice. Everybody's activated.
WBZ security analyst Ed Davis says releasing the video after sunset on Friday is not ideal.
I just hope it doesn't boil over like it has in the past, but I think there's a real possibility we could see trouble across the country.
My greatest concern is that the turnout will be one that pushes for reform and justice, and that we will turn out in ways that are loving and that are empathetic.
Yeah, I do see that. I see you guys saying in the chat that it was a quick turnout. Yeah, that was quick. I don't know if that's saying that the police are aware that it was, like, wrong, where they saw the footage and was like, oh no, y'all was wilding. Like, that footage probably looked bad. Like, that could be an option. That the footage looks so bad, or are y'all saying that maybe from society pressures, you think that the police don't want to look bad, so they charge them real fast just to sweep it under the rug real quick, right? Because they don't want to deal with the backlash. Both can be an option. Both can be an option, man. I don't know. I do want to see the footage just so I can, like, know full context of how bad this was.
That would be nothing new for Boston. Calls for peace in uncertain times. Christina Hager, WBZ News.
Yeah, so I'm going to tell you guys straight up. I don't think we're going to see much of anything in reaction to this body cam footage, even if it is terrible. Now, I could be wrong, okay?
It might be wild, bro. It might be wild. I don't know. Like, whenever it comes out how old this is, or if it's out now, I'm going to have to look. But it might be bad. We don't know. Because I think that there could be two options with the police of why they charge them so fast. Maybe because they saw the footage and was like, this is bad. Or they just don't want the backlash.
I hope I'm right. Right. But I could be wrong. I very well could be wrong. I don't think we're going to see much of anything in response to this. We might see one day of people, go out and they, protest, whatever. But it's not going to be a George Floyd type response. It's just not going to be. And the reason why is because this doesn't fit the narrative, right? Again, there's no doubt in my mind that the video is extremely bad, okay? Because it would have to be in order for them to cover this story in the first place. Because, they really don't want to cover black on black crime. Okay, this story right here is not a story that the media wants to cover. So there's no doubt that the body cam footage is probably gruesome.
It got to be crazy. Yeah.
However,
because if this was a group of white officers, I think absolutely guaranteed they will try to push this like this is the new George Floyd, and they 100%. But because it's black officers, I think that some people would care less, I guess, because it's less marketable, if that's the word for it. I think news, they would love to try to get you angry and cover this so they could continue to cover it and get those bucks. But it might not have the same impact because the officers were black.
Activists, the woke revolutionaries, don't actually really give a damn about police brutality because they never have anything to say when a white man is wrongly shot and killed by police, or when situations like this happen where you have a black police officer, multiple black police officers killing a black man. They never have anything to say about that. It's only when it's a white man that kills a black person, do they really have anything to say?
Exactly.
Do they really?
Exactly. He's on the money with that. Yeah. That's when they're going to start pushing it. That's when it's going to be the talk of the town. But you know how many times, black on black crime has happened and no one says nothing at all. It happens all the time.
Have anger that they express when that happens. I mean, unless you're Antifa. Antifa's always upset.
I noticed that with family channels on YouTube too. On a smaller scale, just for example, guys, I've seen channels that blow up, right, and get a bunch of subscribers because they talk about white family channels that do things that you feel like is wrong towards the kids. And then when they find out a black family channel did something, they just like, huh? I don't see nothing. What's that? Nobody gonna care about that black family no more. It's black on black? Okay, no. Oh, but let it be a white family vlogger that happened to adopt a child that happened to be of another race. Anything, niggas gonna go crazy. They gonna lose their mind, bro. Oh my God, we gotta find out where's the baby. We gotta harass these agencies. I'm over here slurring my words. In order to find out the location of this child, because we care so much for this child that we don't know. We got to do that. Black family, they move a dude that literally comes in with a tank top looking like Marlon Brando. He over here warming up his shoulder blades like he about to start swinging. He over here warming up. I ain't choke a bitch in a while. And people act like they didn't see nothing. Trust me, I've seen this, bro. I have spoke about it. But it's crazy. And I'm like, if it was opposite race, you guys would go crazy with speaking on it. It's almost as if you want white people to seem like supervillains. Wonder what? Maybe, maybe I went a little too deep into it got too real there. My bad, guys. My bad. I didn't know it was about to get that real. My bad. I did not know I was going to get too real right now with that.
Yeah, they just hate police in general. But the BLM crowd, they don't care about this, right? Again, this doesn't fit the narrative. I don't think there's going to be that much anger and emotion behind it. I really don't. I think it's going to be one of those things where it might be one day where, you might see some people protest or whatever. And then after that, they'll forget about it. They'll move on to the next thing. These police officers have been fired. They've already been charged with second-degree murder. There's nothing else that you can ask for, right? There's nothing else you can ask for. And then again, there's always the angle, and this is just the angle. This is not necessarily my opinion, but there's always this angle right here that people are going to take, and they're going to say, well, if these officers weren't black, right, and they were white, they still had their jobs. Okay, they only were fired and charged because it was black. Right. So again, you got angles from both sides.
Yeah, that's dumb as hell, fam. I think it would have been handled even a different way or stronger if it were white officers. I really do believe people would have made more of a deal.
On this issue that I think that people are going to take. But I don't think I really don't think that this is going to be much of anything. Okay. Because again, unfortunately for the wokes, it doesn't fit the narrative. Okay. They're only angry when a white guy, kills a black person. That's the only time they really express any real anger.
It's because they want white people to seem like supervillains. This is what they want. They want that race war. They want racial tension.
I think that this is one of those things that is just going to come and go, and that's it. Right. So, I mean, again, we'll see with the body cam footage, what it reveals to us. And we'll see how the woke revolutionaries act. Right. We'll see if BLM shows up for a, police brutality incident where
we'll see. I don't think it's going to be as much as they would if it was white people that did it, but
they can't pull the race card. They can't cry racism, which is one of the reasons why, I do think that there is some credibility to the argument about, policing your own community, right? Or racists policing each other. At least one positive out of that would be that you can't cry racism. You can't pull the racism card when stuff like this happens. That way you can't, it's not a distraction from actually figuring out what happened and solving the problem, right? Because the crimes about racism actually get in the way of any substantive conversation that's actually going to lead to any progress. And see, the woke revolutionaries don't realize that. But again, they only care about this when race is involved.
That's facts. That's facts of life, man. 100%, fam. Shout outs to Black Conservative Perspective. Really dope ass channel, man. I use them as a source all the time, man. Really dope, really dope. But as far as the situation, it's messed up. It's messed up, man. Clear as day. The police officers wilded out, bro. I'm gonna see the footage whenever it does get released. I am gonna look into it to make sure, because I want to know the full context and the full story. But fam, yeah, this is just a messed up situation. I do think that if it was white police officers, it would be a way bigger deal, man. But I still don't like the way mainstream media is covering it. It seems like they're trying to get racial tension. But whatever, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Hit the like button as well, man. Subscribe if you haven't. Check me out on Patreon.